christiangeekcentral.com.
Alright, one thing I gotta do over really quick that I forgot about. Whisper, on her last turn, used this card for its movement ability, which says Move 4. Loot every hex you enter with this action, and I forgot to take my movement, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I definitely want to take advantage of that, so I can grab this loot. So she's gonna go 1, 2, end her move there, collect these fine coins, and now that's the end of the round. Alright, so new round, and I'm having both of them perform a long rest because I had lots of cards in the discard pile for both of them. They had very few cards in their hands, and if you are unable to have 2 cards in your hand to use on a turn, then that means you are exhausted, and exhausted is basically like dying in this game. So I've got to make sure that I keep a good healthy hand of cards. And so when you do a full rest, you lose one card from your discard pile that you can choose, and then you recover the rest. You also gain 2 hit points back. Shadra didn't need any, Whisper did. I gave her 2 hit points back, and the cards that I chose for each of them to lose are Smoke Bomb for Whisper and Frost Armor for Shadra. Tough to let go of any of these cards, but I think these are the ones that I will likely need the least, maybe? We'll see. And then let's see. I think that's everything else that I need to do. Yeah, okay, so now we're ready for a new round. Alright, so now Shadra's gonna go first, then Whisper, and once that door gets opened, we'll see what happens with the enemies. But Shadra is going to start by using Mana Bolt to heal Whisper of 3 lost body points. She actually has only lost 2 right now. 1, 2, that brings her back up to her max. And then the other card she's going to use is Reviving Ether, which is going to allow her to recover all of her lost cards, which is really freaking cool because I've got a whole bunch of these that are in my lost pile next to my character Matt. So I get all of those back, and then this card is lost and can't be recovered, and this one is discarded, and that is the end of Shadra's turn. Now, one thing I'm trying to keep in mind as I go through this dungeon, in addition to the million rules that I obviously can't keep in mind and keep screwing up, are these battle goals that each character has. Shadra has Purist. Use no items during the scenario. If she does that, then I get to check off 2 boxes toward her earning a new perk that's going to kind of allow her to become, you know, more powerful. It's just kind of a new ability. And so if I make it through the entire scenario without Shadra using any items, then I get 2 checks, and then 3 is what gets me a new perk. So that gets me really close to a new perk for Shadra. Whisper has the Plunderer battle goal, which says loot a treasure overlay tile during the scenario. And that's different from the coins that I picked up. That's actually going to be like a chest or something that's specifically a treasure overlay tile on the board. So I haven't run into that yet, but you better believe I'm going to have my eyes peeled. Alright, so now it is Whisper's turn, and she is going to freaking kick down this door like a ninja. Well, I guess ninjas don't usually kick down doors. They kind of do the more sneaky thing. Anyway, she is going to kick down this door, boom, and then pull out 2 throwing knives, and she's just gonna like nail the first 2 guys that she sees. And in this game, you actually like you know in advance, you know, there's a little bit of cheating that you can do here, but it's built into how the game is played. You can look ahead and see, you know, what you have ahead of you. So I don't mind that. In that way, it kind of feels a little bit like a video game where you can, on your mini-map, see the little red dots of the bad guys that are coming up. So that's not that big of a deal to me. And I figured these guys, these are, even though they're, you know, low level, they're not new to adventuring and mercenary work. They know how to, like, tell things. I don't know. Alright, so she's first going to use this card, but just for its basic movement of 2 on the bottom half there, and that's what she's going to use to kick down the door. 1, kaboom! And then this thing opens up, and before she takes her second of those 2 movements, I'm going to reveal the room here. Alright, so here's the room that we're dealing with here. We've got 2 of these punks, these bandit guards, still as ugly as ever. Nothing's changed since my last encounter with them. And they have a health, they have 5 hit points, 2 movement points, and 2 attack points. And then the other foe is an elite bandit archer. And that's this pretty looking lady here, but I am not letting her get anywhere near me. Well, I might. I will. I'm not going to make any bold proclamations. I'm probably going to get my butt handed to me in this room. So anyway, that's the bandit archer. She's way down at the end there. And with her, I'm up against 4 hit points, 2 movement points, 2 attack points, and 3 range. So right now she's not within range of me. That's small comfort because she's probably going to be able to move forward pretty quickly. So, but anyway, I'm going to try and eliminate these threats as quickly as I can. So Whisper is going to continue. Boom! Kick down the door. Takes 1 step into the room. Throw in those 2 daggers. 1 to each of these bandit guard punks. And let's see here. With this attack... Oh, that's the wrong card. Let's see here. Throwing knives. Here we go. Attack 2, range of 3, so they're certainly within range. I can target up to 2 enemies. I get 1 experience for this, so that's kind of cool. Let me just grab that now. That goes up to 4. And let's see how I do. I gotta draw a modifier card for each of these attacks. So let's do against Bandit Guard number 4 first. Here we go. Let's see what happens. All right, a +1, baby. Nice. That's 3 damage on that punk. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Crap, this might change things. As soon as the room was revealed, I was supposed to draw an ability card for each of the different enemy types that appears on the board. So let's see here. The guards, initiative of 50. Move and attack. Okay, no modifiers there, no surprises. That's great. Okay, now the archer. Let's see what's going on here. 14. Okay, so still we're doing fine as far as like a turn order and stuff. If they had like a higher initiative, then I just get to their turns as quickly as possible after the turn of the person who revealed the room is done. So anyway, oh nice. So she's gonna have -1 to movement and attack. What is this? Create a 3 damage trap in an adjacent empty hex closest to an enemy? Well, that sucks. Alright, so that is going to happen on her turn. But for now, I can still go forward with this. I've got 2 +1 damage going at this bandit guard right here, so that's going to be 3 points of damage. He has 5 body points, so he's not dead yet, but he is more than halfway there. Yeah, man! Right in the ribs! That's where that went. Alright. Alright, let's see what that other throwing knife does to the other bandit guard. Okay, no modifiers there. Still a respectable 2 points of damage on that one. Alright, so that's a good start. Alright, so the archer goes next. She can only move 1 this turn because of the modifier on her ability card. And let's see, she can attack, but I don't think she's within range. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she's not going to be able to reach me. But she can do this other thing on her ability card. Create a 3 damage trap in an adjacent empty hex closest to an enemy, which means that this ugly thing, of which there are already 2 out on the board right here in front of the door that I'm going to need to go through eventually, this ugly spiked pit trap thing is going to go right here in front of her, and then that's the end of her turn. And now these bandit guards in their numbered order are going to move in. Now I could, they just move as close to her as they can. You might think to yourself, oh, well, the first guy should move here, and then that's going to block her line of sight and stuff. But line of sight in this game is not blocked by enemy figures, so I can't think of any reason why I wouldn't just kind of move them both forward. So anyway, that's what she's going to do, or that's what this guy's going to do. He's going to move right there, and then he is going to attack. He's got an attack power of 2 coming right at Whisper. Here we go. Oh, and he's got a +1 on that, so that's going to be 3 damage I got to figure out how to deal with here. Alright, this might be stupid. But I think I might, because I have this still in my hand, I might take the 3 damage right now, because maybe I'll get lucky with the attack of this other bandit, and I think I can get that 3 back. So I'm going to try and just take the damage for now. which brings me down 1, 2, 3 to 5 hit points. Ugh, man, that can sneak up on me though, so I'm definitely a little bit nervous. All right, and now the other bandit guard is going to move in, and likewise going to make his attack. Here we go. Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Well, I can't take that. I can't take that. That's 4 damage coming my way. I'm going to have to get rid of one of the cards in my hand. All right, I think the card I'm least likely to need before I have a chance to take another long rest will be a single out here. So I am going to discard this card. Or is it lose? Do I lose or discard? I can't remember. Crap, I have to lose the card. That still makes, I think, single out the best choice for me to get rid of right now. Oh, man. Rough stuff. The thing is, I find myself trying to use her like a tank to kind of go ahead of my mage and absorb all the damage. And I really don't want to. I don't want to have to do that. I felt like, okay, well, if I only have 2 characters, and I definitely want to play a mage, well then I should probably take along a tank, to a meat shield to absorb all the damage. But I'm like, that's a boring character to play. I don't want to play that. I don't want the game to force me into doing that strategically. I don't want to have to always like play to what tactically is going to be the best decision. Thematically, I want to play with the toys that are most fun for me to play with. And for me, a rogue is a lot more fun than just some big meathead tank, So, and yet I still find that like I'm feeling like I have to use her as the tank to protect Shadra. I don't know, maybe I should let Shadra get in the thick of things and kind of risk her a little bit more. I don't know. But in any case, that's what she's doing right now. She just lost that card. So there you have it. All right, so I've drawn new ability cards. The guards are going first. And this is great because there is no attacking or moving going on here. They got a shield of 1 and a retaliate of 2, which means if I leave them alone, they're going to leave me alone. And I think that's just fantastic. Because I'm not planning on attacking them this turn. After them, the archer is going to take her turn. She gets +1 move, -1 to her attack. So let's deal with the movement there first. She has a movement value of, let's see here, 2. So she gets to move 3 this time. So 1, 2, 3. And then she's going to attack. She has the range. She's got a 3 range, 1, 2, 3. But her attack value is -1. So 2 attack coming my way. Let's see how it's modified. -1. Freaking beautiful. So that's just going to be 1 damage, and yeah, I'll go ahead and take it, so that brings Whisper down to 4. Alright, so now we are moving on to Shadra's turn. Now one thing I didn't notice until just a few minutes ago was that on this last card that she played, it's got this symbol here, which means that the darkness element was put into play when she used this card on her last turn, and I forgot to do that. So it's in the strong position now, and you better believe I'm going to take advantage of that. So let's see here. First I'm going to use the bottom half of this card just for a generic movement of 2, which is going to... I'm not even going to use the whole movement. I'm just going to put her right here, and then she is within range to attack Bandit Guard number 4, because he's only got 2 body points left, so I'm hoping I can take him out with Frost Armor. Now, I'm not sure thematically how Frost Armor is going to nail him from way over here, but it somehow is. Maybe just a giant icicle spike is going to fly out of my Frost Armor. I don't know. The bottom half makes more sense because it's a more protective ability. But anyway, so attack, I've got a range of 3. 1, 2, 3, and then an attack value of 2. But as I consume this element here, which now I put it in the inert space, I can take advantage of this ability, which can be charged by any element that's in play, and that adds 1 attack value to my attack and also gives me 1 experience. Very exciting. Takes me up to 9. I'm just 1 away from leveling up my Orchid Spellweaver Shadra. So let's see here. Let's take care of this attack though first. So that's a 3 attack coming into this Bandit Guard. Let's, where's my thingy? Where's my thingy? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, no modifier. That's exactly what I wanted. 3 damage coming in. Unfortunately, he does have shield that reduces it to 2, but he only has 2 left, so kaboom! Right freaking between the eyes. Gets an icicle right there. Gone! And a nice little coin, bling, appears in his place. Okay, now Whisper, my scoundrel's turn. She's down to 4 body points. She is going to use a special mixture that she happens to have on her. Pull that pouch out, down that, while she is booting it? Booking. That's what I was gonna... Booting, I don't know. Maybe she's... I don't know what that means. Booking it out of there using her movement of 5, which for some reason thematically comes from her Venom Shiv. I don't know. I guess... It is a board game. It all kind of breaks down at some point. But anyway, yeah, so she is booking it out of there while drinking her special mixture. 1, 2, 3. That brings her up to almost her full body points of 8. She's at 7 right now. And I'm going to have her move, I think, that full movement value of 5. I'm going to try and coax these guys into this room where I can deal with them a little bit more safely. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll just have her go... over there. I won't have her do the full 4. I don't want to get her too out of the way because Shadra might get in trouble soon. We'll see in the next round. Alright, so this round the Archer is going first. No modifications to any of her abilities, but she's going to move and attack. She's got a movement of 2, so 1, 2, that definitely puts her in range. 1, 2, 3 to me. She's got 3 attack power. Here it comes. +1, oh my gosh, so I got 4 damage incoming. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with. Alright, I'm surprising myself a little bit with this move, but I'm gonna take that damage and then count on... I've got 2 healing cards that are in my discard pile, so the next time I'm able to give her a long rest, I can potentially get both of those back. So I'm gonna take this damage for now. Ouch! So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That brings me down to 2 out of my maximum 6 body points. I do not like this situation at all. What makes these choices so difficult is that there's a bit of a clock that's always running because you're losing these cards. You're putting them either in your lost pile or your discard pile. The only way to get them back is to rest, but when you rest you still lose one of the cards in your discard pile. It goes away forever. And so your hand is always getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller over the course of the dungeon, even if you just sit there and do nothing in an empty room. So that's what makes some of these choices so tricky. I want to save fire orbs because after this room there's a nasty room. It's the last room, but it's nasty, and I want this. I want this for that room. It gives me the ability to target 3 different enemies at the same time with an attack strength of 3 and a range of 3. I'm totally going to need that. I'm going to need that in the next room. But if I'm going to make it to the next room, I think I need to use this now on these guys. So I'm not using it to its greatest potential, but I think I gotta use it on these guys right now, which really sucks. And this card that I used earlier that allows me to recover all of my lost cards, it has this small icon next to the larger icon that basically means when you use this ability, this card is not only lost, but it is a card that is unable to be recovered in any way from your lost pile. So this is like a once per scenario kind of ability that I can use. So I mean, like all the cards now that I lose, which is this one is one. It doesn't go to my discard pile. It has this icon, so I lose it, which means I can't. There's no potential even for me to get it back before the end of this scenario after I lose it this way, which super sucks. So anyway, but I feel like I have to do it now. So here we go. She's going to do fire orbs, and she's going to target really both of these guys with an attack of 3. At least I gain 1 experience for each enemy targeted. So that's actually going to take me over the top as far as my leveling goes. It's going to take me to 10, and then 1 more beyond that, but I don't actually get to level up until I'm out of a scenario and I go back to Gloomhaven, the local, town. But anyway, that's cool, but not right now. So anyway, yeah, let's take care of this attack. First, let's draw for the elite bandit archer, super scary lady. Let's see what happens here. Oh, nice. Okay, so I got a +1 on that. That's 4 damage to her. She has 6 body points, so that's definitely a healthy amount, but it's not enough to take her out. Crap. Okay. So after that, I'm going to attack... Let's see, what's her number? Her number is 6. After that, I'm going to attack the Bandit Guard and hope that I can have the same kind of success. Here we go. Let's see here. That's a -1, so that kind of super sucks. 2 damage is what's going to get through to him. Oh, man! 3 would have been awesome! Because that would have taken him out. But, wait, am I doing this right? 3? Yeah, no, 2. Yeah, crap. Yeah, okay, so 2 more damage, but he's not dead. Alright, so now I've got this, which allows me to move 8. So, oh, but then I'm going to lose this card, so that really sucks. You know what? I think I'll just use this for its generic value of 2. Let me think about it. Yeah, it sucks, but she's only got 2 body points, so I've got to get her out of range, so that does mean I'm going to lose this card, but I am absolutely going to use this to move as far away as possible. So she's going to ride the wind and go all the way to crap in the corner here. Jeez Louise. Alright, so then the guard goes last. He has -1 to his movement, so the Bandit Guard only goes 1 space right there, and he can't attack, so nothing else really matters about his turn. So, new round now, and I already know that with both of my guys, I am going to just do a long rest, which means that they go last. So let's find out what's going on with these guys. Alright, so let's see here. The guard is going to go first, the Bandit Guard. He's got to move -1. And then he's got an attack that does add range to his attack. But let's see here. His movement is normally 2, so he only gets to move 1. But even with a attack with 2 range, 1, 2, he still can't reach Whisper, and certainly not Shadra. So that's going to be it for the guard. And then the Elite Bandit Archer, she's not going to be moving at all. She's just going to be attacking with a -1 penalty, and she doesn't even have... well, she might have line of sight technically, because you draw it from going from any corner of your space to any corner of your target space, and I think actually she does have line of sight there. There's no way she has the range, and she certainly can't take advantage of targeting 2 guys. So, nice. That is a little slice of mercy there. So now on to my long rests for both characters. Alright, so I've given Whisper, my scoundrel, her 2 hit points back that she gets for her long rest. I'm also choosing to lose this card right here. It's got that really nice attack at the top, add +X attack, where X is double the shield value of the target. But I looked ahead at the rest of the enemies that I'm going to be facing in this scenario, and there are none that naturally have a built-in shield value. They can get it through a ability card that they draw, but there's not one that's built into any of the enemies, at least not at the difficulty level I'm playing at. So this is the card that is least likely to be super useful to me. Really sad to see it go, but that is the one I'm getting rid of. And then the other discarded cards go back into my hand. But crap, I've only got a hand of 4 cards now. 4 cards. This is really getting scary. I don't know how I'm going to be able to last through this scenario. Alright, so now Shadra is going to choose... She's going to do her healing here. So that brings her back up to 4. This is a tough choice. I mean, I've got 2 cards that the top ability is exactly the same. And so it's based on the bottom ability that I'm going to ditch this one. On the next 2 sources of damage to you, suffer no damage instead. I anticipate keeping her out of the line of fire for the most part, and I'd really prefer to have all of my healing options available to me. So I'm going to discard this card and put the rest of these back into my hand. Well, not discard, lose this card. Super sucks. Alright, that's the end of the round.